y'all, welcome back to my channel, Learning with God. If you are new here, my name is AJ and I come on this platform to share revelations that the Lord gives me as I'm growing into a deeper relationship with Him. How y'all doing? I know it's been a while since my last video. Of course, sometimes life be lifing, but how's your summer going? How did your spring go? Let me know in the comments. But I wanted to come on here to let you in on a little secret and be vulnerable. I have a problem. Well, let me just say I have a problem at times. I'm not the most patient person. And thank God that He is patient with me and knows that I'm a work in progress because I need to improve on that. So let me tell you a little story. So earlier this summer, my mom said, hey, I have this lamp that I've been holding on for you for a while that I want to ship to you or get to you. And thankfully, a family friend was going to be in her area. She's not in the same state that I live in. So she said, hey, this family friend is going to be here. I'm going to send this lamp with them and they will get it to you when they get back to your place. I'm like, okay, great. I was excited because I knew exactly where I was going to place that lamp. And it was a special lamp because it's something that's been in our family for a little bit. So I was eager, couldn't wait to get it. But she said, before trying to set up that lamp, call me because I have specific instructions for you. Do not try to set up that lamp before you speak to me. I was like, yeah, sure, okay, right. So I get the lamp finally, and I'm excited. I call her, and before I can even tell her that I received the lamp, she said, hold on, let me call you back. I'm on the phone with your sister. I'll get back to you. I'm like, okay. I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to set up the lamp because I was just excited to get that area, together. That was like the missing piece, right? So I'm looking at it. I'm like, this does not seem so complicated. I can set this up. I don't have to wait for her. Let me just get the ball rolling on this. So I proceed to set up the lamp, and I was doing pretty okay until I got to the most important part of the lamp, which was the lamp head. And so it was flopping. So I'm just twisting the head so it'd be secure and locked in. I'm twisting and twisting and turning it. I twisted so much that I actually severed the electrical cord. And I will put in a picture of it right here. Needless to say, when I told my mom about the situation, she was like, I told you not to set up the lamp. You should have waited for me. And she was going in. I was trying not to take the blame for it and making some excuses, but she's right. I should have had patience to wait and talk to her before I set it up. So now I have a broken lamp that's not functioning. I'm gonna have to spend money to have it repaired, and it's just gonna be even longer before I can set it up. So when I was thinking about this scenario, the text that came to mind was Psalms 119 verse 105, and I really like the New Living Translation. Let me read it for you. It says, my word is a lamp to guide your feet and a light to your path. And when I was meditating on this text, I'm like, Lord, please take me deeper. I've heard this text before and it makes practical sense, but take me deeper, please. He was like, okay, sure. And so the Lord was like, think of it of what the lamps were like in the biblical times. It's not like the lamps we have here where you can just automatically switch on, switch off. Obviously not. So think about it in that context. So for a lamp to be a light into your feet or to guide your feet, that means you would think it's a personal lamp. So back then, personal lamps were handheld, and the individual who was using it had to make sure there was enough oil in the lamp to make sure that the flame would continually burn for however long they needed. And they also had to monitor how long the wick was, because the longer the wick, the more obscure the light would be. The shorter the wick, that would produce a better and brighter light for that individual. And so when I was thinking about it in that context, I was like, okay, so if it's a handheld lamp so that the light would move with the individual wherever it goes, well, ta-da, that means you have to be connected to it, not just holding it, but you have to be connected to that lamp. You have to continue to pour into it the oil and monitor what needs to be cut away. And how much more so do we have to apply those same principles to God's word? We have to make sure we are continually, consistently pouring into his word, so it pours into us, so that we can understand and get that discernment, those specific instructions that he has, not just in the Bible, not just in the word, but the specific instructions he has for our life, in our path. And because we want to stay connected to it, there is an active role we have to play. So yes, his word is a lamp and it illuminates where we currently are in our path. And that's something I'll break down a little bit later. But there's also an active part we also have to play in it. So he was underscoring the fact that the lamp, that first part of the verse where it says, my word is a lamp to guide your feet, that lamp is for where you currently are in your path. So perhaps that lamp that you're holding on to, or aka his word, it helps to guide your feet around a muddy puddle of life. So that if you step in it, that will make you dirty, and you have to wash off, clean yourself off, give yourself time to dry off. That could potentially delay for you to get to your final destination. Or maybe it's to illuminate a place where you need to take a rest. There's a rest stop along the way. Or maybe there's an individual that needs to bless you, or you need to bless them. Whatever the case may be, he was underscoring the fact that the lamp is for your here and now. And it should move with you wherever you go. But the second part of the verse, which says, in a light for your path, he said, think about it in terms of a spotlight. So, what is a spotlight? A spotlight is a narrow beam of intense light that shines on a person, place, or thing, so that whoever is viewing it, their eyes are focused on it. So he's like, hey, there's a spotlight that I shine on your path. It's not going to be necessarily right above you or right on your feet like your lamp will be, but that just may be a light that will be in the distance that you can see from afar off. And that is helping you to focus your eyes on the direction I am leading you towards. So essentially, this verse is just saying the light source, the word, God, he is for our present and our future. But let me pose this question to you, or questions. What's the point of having the word if, one, we don't seek it, two, we don't wait for it like I did. I did not wait for my mom's instructions, and now I got a broken lamp. That's not going to do me any good right now. And what good is it if we don't listen to it and then we don't obey / apply it? And why is it so important that we have this light, especially the light on our path? Let me read from Matthew 7. Let me pull that up for you really quickly. There's a verse in Matthew 7, which is verses 13 through 14. It says, you can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate, The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who choose that way. But the gateway to life is very narrow, and the road is difficult, and only a few ever find it. So essentially, and I was just reading from the New Living Translation, essentially, the pathway that God has for us, especially for us as believers, it says it's narrow, it's difficult, and very few find it. I don't know about you, but I want to be one of those few that can find it. But thank God, God doesn't leave us hanging. He gives us the light, that spotlight for our paths, for us to find it. He gives us that lamp to help guide our feet so that we can take one step in front of the other towards that destination He has for us. So thank God for the lifeline of His word, which is a lamp and a light unto our path, because what He calls for us isn't necessarily an easy task or an easy journey. It's difficult. His word just says it's difficult, but He gives us a way to find it through His instruction, through His word that illuminates our path. Let me know what y'all think about this. I think that this is a lesson for me because, again, I need to work on my patience, but I need to be patient with God's word because it will open up the pathway that He has for me. All right, y'all, I will see you in the next video, and please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, bye.